Hello everyone, welcome to the KZGN News. Today we're bringing news that Trump has now won the Republican nomination. News of road construction by the new Walmart. News from China Lake Museum. Today's KZGN Talking Points editorial. Lots of election news, weather, sports, and much more.
From the Rademacher Hills to Bee Mountain and the mighty Sierras, Ridgecrest to Inyokern and China Lake. This is your news for the Indian Wells Valley with the KZGN News crew.
Hello, I'm Tom Waitnick. Thanks for joining us for the news affecting Ridgecrest and the Indian Wells Valley. In breaking news today, the AP is reporting that Donald Trump has now won the GOP presidential nomination. Apparently, the AP has been talking to the approximately 200 unbound Republican delegates that were free to vote for any candidate they wanted to at the convention. These delegates came from a few states that allowed unbound delegates that were kind of like the Democrat superdelegates. They could vote however they want. But this morning, the AP reports that they have now confirmed that enough of those delegates have now committed to vote for Trump, pushing his total to 1,238 delegates. He needed 1,237 delegates to win the nomination. And this is before the final Super Tuesday on June 7th, the day we get to vote here in California. So it appears that with the final round of voting that he is sure to win in June 7th, Trump will have more than enough delegates to hold off any kind of contested convention. There is still a small portion of the establishment Republican leaders hoping for a contested convention. So the Republican nomination is now settled. In contrast, though, all the pundits thought the Democratic nominee would also have been settled long before the June 7th Super Tuesday vote. Clinton has had to fight much longer than the establishment Democrats wanted, but Sanders has not given up, and is even stronger now than he was. He believes that if he can win California June 7th, then he may be able to convince the hundreds of superdelegates now committed to Clinton, he might be able to sway them to him instead. So Sanders is not giving up. Instead, he's fighting harder and harder. In another DNC news, there are numerous reports that it appears Congressman Debbie Wasserman Schultz might be fired from her position of the chair of the DNC. This probably results from the constant claims of her rigging the campaigns to help Clinton and hinder Sanders. It appears that some establishment Democrats are now agreeing that the problem is getting too big and maybe she should go. Sanders supporters have been screaming about her since day one of the campaigns. So far, yesterday and today, the head has offered no comments. Her silence is also telling. She's usually out there in the media every chance she gets, but she has been silent for a couple days now. In the latest polls, they are showing again that the race between Clinton and Trump is getting tighter and tighter. Rasmussen is now showing Clinton at 40% and Trump at 39%. This is a huge improvement for Trump from the last time Rasmussen did their polling. And Economist and Reuters polls are showing the direction of the country poll has worsened for Obama. The Economist polls show up from 66% last week to 67% this week. People believe the country is headed the wrong direction. Reuters is showing a 60% position of people not supporting the direction the country is going. What is interesting, though, even though the two polls show some difference in the total number of disapproval ratings, those same polls gave similar results when the same polls asked if people believe the country is headed the right direction. Both polls showed the same support numbers. Both showed only 26% believe the country is headed the right direction. And this is with a different poll sample. So, the approval rate is not good, with only 26% believing the country is headed the right direction. I wonder which side of the campaigns these people will fall on. Do the 60 to 66% of the people fall into the Trump campaign or the Sanders campaign? Because most should not be leaning to Clinton because she has tied herself to the Obama direction. Just wondering. Well, in the illegal immigrant news, we get this new report. Rene Ortiz Quintana was recently busted in Phoenix after stealing nearly $30,000 from taxpayers in government benefits. He did this by posing as a U.S. veteran in the country that wasn't his, according to police. Police reported Thursday that Quintana had been living illegally in the United States for approximately 50 years. And in October 2012, he stole the identity of a deceased veteran, Ruben Gallardo, who passed away in 1994. The story was first reported by ABC News' Joe Inye last Thursday. Under that stolen name, police say he got an Arizona identification card, a state health card, a Phoenix health plan card, and a VA choice card. The VA choice card was given to veterans in response to long delays in getting medical care from VA hospitals. It allows veterans to get medical care at non-VA facilities, Enya reported. Quintana also collected Social Security benefits under the name for years. In total, he stole almost $30,000 in benefits straight from the taxpayer wallets. Enya reports that Quintana has been charged with fraudulent schemes, theft, and 7 counts of identity theft, along with 6 counts of forgery. So, there you have another illegal using our system illegally. Oh, in other sanctuary city news, the city of San Francisco yesterday again voted unanimously to continue their sanctuary city policy of not reporting criminal illegal aliens to ICE. The police department is ordered to not report any contact with illegals to ICE unless they are actually found guilty of a crime. Even after the shooting of Kate Steinle in San Francisco last year by 5-time convicted illegal criminal, they still believe that criminal illegals should not be deported. I guess I know a city I won't be visiting in the future. In news about the road construction by the new Walmart, we get this announcement from the contractor. The general contractor building the new Super Walmart Center on the corner of South China Lake Boulevard and East Bowman Road is announcing the start of major road work in that area. Please be advised that they will be starting major storm drain work in the intersection of China Lake Boulevard and Bowman Road. This will be tying the West Bowman Wash to the East Bowman Wash. They will be installing an underground storm system that will join these two washes together. This is a very large part of the City of Ridgecrest storm drainage improvements. Traffic will be restricted to 1 lane in each direction between College Heights Boulevard and East Raider Street starting Tuesday, May 31st through July 29th. There could also be some delays throughout this time as this work is very complicated. They have done some careful planning and are hoping everything goes smooth and is successful. Please bear with them on this very complicated scope of work, and be alert to the safety of the construction workers. Slow down driving through the area. You can also avoid it altogether by going around the area using Norma Street. Now stay with us. After the break, we'll have some local club news and the KZGN News Talking Points editorial. Thanks for staying with us. In local club news, the China Lake Museum Foundation is getting ready for their annual dinner fundraiser. The event will be held Saturday, June 4th. It'll be at the Kerr McGee Center starting at 4:30 p.m. This dinner and fundraiser helps raise funds for the operations of the museum on China Lake and to add funds to the construction account to build a new museum in the city. The proposed location of the new museum is by the Matarango Museum. Moving the museum off base is real important to make it more accessible to the general public. This fall, they plan on starting the new museum with a 3,000 square foot building. This will be phase 1. I talked to Bob and Alice Campbell last night about this actual beginning. They both were real quick in their response that this is going to happen. The time has come to get this started, and it will start this fall. Tickets for the dinner fundraiser is $35 for a single and $60 for a couple. So if you want to help, plan on attending the dinner fundraiser. Again, it will be held Saturday, June 4th. It'll be at the Kerr McGee Center starting at 4:30 p.m. For more information or to buy tickets, they can be contacted at 760-939-3530. You can call and purchase tickets with a credit card if you'd like. They also have a Facebook page at China Lake Museum Foundation. Help make this great addition to the community a reality. And don't forget, with Memorial Day coming this weekend, we get this announcement. The American Legion will host a Memorial Day ceremony this weekend. It will be held on Memorial Day, Monday, May 30th. All fallen service members will be remembered. Everyone in the community is invited to join this remembrance of those that fell so we can enjoy this great nation. It will be held at Desert Memorial Park. The park is located out on County Line Road, also known as 801 South San Bernardino Road. The ceremony will start at 10 a.m. The guest speaker will be from China Lake. The NOS China Lake Color Guard will present the colors. Following the ceremony, there will be a free luncheon held at the American Legion post at 641 Inyokern Road. Another fun event will take place Friday, May 27th at the USO building. Friday night will be open mic at the USO. Party hardy and enjoy some red-hot music at the Historical Society of the Upper Mojave Desert's popular open mic night. It'll be at the historic USO building at 230 West Ridgecrest Boulevard. The Valley's favorite indoor block party pops open every non-flex Friday. The famous snack bar serves up the popular quarter-pound jumbo Crumville hot dog plate, fresh hot popcorn, and lots of other incredible edibles. Plus plenty of thirst-quenching libations, proper ID required, all for insanely low prices. Performances begin at 7 p.m. and admission is only $2 per person. Kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult. Join in the fun for an evening of the most exciting musical talent in town. Open mic night at the USO, Friday night at 7 p.m. Now it's time for the 147th KZGN News Talking Points editorial. Here's today's topic. Should Trump debate Bernie Sanders? Well, now that Trump has won the Republican nomination, he'll be turning the heat up on Clinton and Sanders. In an obvious dig at Clinton, Trump has said he is willing to debate Sanders before the June 7th super primary if he would make a large donation to a mutually agreed charity. This is obviously designed to shame Clinton. Sanders has been after Clinton to debate him before the June 7th primary, but she has refused. And Sanders has been criticizing the DNC for rigging all the past debates to favor Clinton. Sanders says the DNC has insisted all past debates be in low viewer time slots, thereby helping Clinton and hurting Sanders' exposure to a national audience. But that considered, should Trump debate him at all? What do you think? It would definitely be another unequaled political move. No candidates have ever done before. Debating between the parties before a definite nominee has been confirmed has never been done before. And we have Trump setting new direction for political campaigns. All the know-it-all pundits probably have their heads spinning to this challenge by Trump to Sanders. And the establishment Democrats are probably going crazy thinking that it just might really happen. And if Clinton continues her holdout, she'll be seen as weak. This is on top that Clinton just will not accept a debate offer from Fox News. Fox has offered Sanders and her a debate anytime they want. And so far, Clinton will not accept. She must fear real questions from the moderators, not the mostly soft ones they get from CNN and MSNBC. Clinton is definitely avoiding debating Sanders. She believes she will get the nomination anyway, so why debate? But with Trump jumping into the fire, she is now being made to look very weak. As far as Trump debating Sanders, I don't think it would hurt him at all, and it might even help with some independents. And if he does well in the debate, his approval ratings could go up drastically. That is something Clinton does not want to happen. For Sanders, the debate would give him a huge new audience. That will help his ability to challenge Clinton at the Democratic convention. So actually, I don't think Trump needs to debate Sanders, at least not yet. But it is a powerful play against the timid Clinton. And to add to Clinton's debate denials, yesterday's IG report that Clinton did, in fact, lie to the public when she said she didn't intentionally use her personal email for anything other than convenience. The IG report shows emails from her to her staff at a few occasions when her personal email went down. Staff offered her to use the State Department phones. She wrote back that she didn't want to do that because of the freedom of information implications. This shows clear intent. She knew exactly what she was doing and was doing it to avoid accountability to the Freedom of Information Act. So Clinton's problems are getting bigger. And now Trump jumping into the Sanders-Clinton non-debate is sure to hurt her. Anyway, Clinton is now stuck between a rock and a hard place. If Sanders and Trump actually do debate, she will suffer greatly. And I think her only possible salvation would be if she would jump into a debate with both of them. But that is something I think Trump should avoid. There is no real advantage for him to debate both of them now. But then again, Trump doesn't follow any normal campaign practices. He runs with his gut. There was a reporter a couple months ago saying that she was on the road with Trump as he was heading to a particular campaign rally. She was watching him on the plane. As they were flying along, even though Trump had advisors on the plane, he was sitting at his desk on the plane, just thinking. Then he got out a piece of white paper, wrote down a few notes, obviously just jotting down the main points he would be covering at the next speech. But she said that he just quietly sat at his desk for a long time, just thinking, getting no inputs from his staff, just thinking. In conclusion, I have no problem with Trump debating Sanders. It once again shows Trump turning upside down the standard political practices. And it would probably help Sanders as well. And I know it'll hurt Clinton, which I'm sure is Trump's target in this offer. I'm Tom Whitnick, and that's what I think. I'd like to know what you think. If you have any comments about this editorial or would like to discuss or recommend a topic, I'd like to hear from you. Please email them to info@kzgn.net. Thanks for staying with us. Now here's Lane with the weather.
Thank you, Tom. From the National Weather Service, severe thunderstorms will be possible over portions of the plains each afternoon and evening this week. The main threats with these storms are expected to be large hail, damaging winds, and a few tornadoes. Locally heavy rainfall could pose a risk for some flooding concerns, particularly over portions of the Great Plains and Mississippi Valley. Temperatures across the nation. Carolinas at 78, Georgia at 84, Arkansas at 87, Northern Texas at 88, Arizona at 76, and Los Angeles at 66. And for us locally, tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 58, west-southwest wind, 5 to 10 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 15. Friday, sunny with a high near 90, west-northwest wind, 5 miles per hour. Friday night, mostly clear with a low around 60, west wind, 10 miles per hour. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 91, northwest wind, 5 miles per hour. Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low around 59, west-southwest wind, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 91, northwest wind, 5 miles per hour. Sunday night, mostly clear with a low around 60, west wind, 5 to 10 miles per hour. And Memorial Day, sunny with a high near 92, west-northwest wind, 5 miles per hour. And that is your forecast for the IWV. Now back to Tom.
So that's the news for today. All us at KZGN-TV know you have a choice in what you watch for your news. We all thank you for choosing KZGN-TV, Ridgecrest's only locally owned community TV station. Now stay tuned for Ridgecrest Talk, coming up next.